Hey Capricorns, welcome to September 2019. So you already had some cards pop out. There is a new person entering your life. They may not be new to you, but your relationship with them is definitely very new. There's a youthful energy to it. This person is a young air sign, so younger than you, either mentally, physically, or spiritually. And they are Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And this person is coming in and just changing everything up in a really major, but incredibly positive way. So embrace this person with open arms. If you don't know their birthdays and you can't ask them in a normal way, I would just kind of look for the triggers that they are an air sign. So the cues and the triggers of an air sign is somebody who's very communicative, very easy to chat with, very easy to talk to. They will probably instantly tell you one of their ideas where you'll be like, that's interesting, because they have these lofty ideas, right? And that's where you guys are going to get along very well, because you have this grounding energy, right? You're able to kind of take an idea and say, well, what can we do with this, right? You're able to kind of bring it down to earth and then attain something with it and achieve something with it. Whereas this air sign just has all these ideas and no execution plan. So they need you just as much as you need them, because you've been so grounded lately that it's been hard to come up with new ideas. It's been hard to kind of just let your mind wander on things that aren't in the physical 3D here and now. So this person comes in like a breath of fresh air. Gratitude is going to be very important. So flatter them as much as you can. Tell them that they're smart, that they're intuitive. Tell them that you appreciate them, and they'll be like putty in your hands. And it won't even be a lie. It'll be totally genuine because you do appreciate the energy that they've been giving you. So expect this person to come in to your life this September 2019. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn, September 2019. Okay, so let's see what you guys got going on. Okay, so people are looking at you. You have, what's the word I'm looking for, when your reputation has preceded you? So people are looking at you in this major way. You were like top dog right now. It may not feel like it. Maybe you haven't aligned with that energy, but you are top dog right now. And it's because you allowed your foundation to crumble around you. You allowed yourself to just say, my life is crumbling right now. Everything is changing, and you owned it. And people are like, wow, Capricorn did that with grace. They did it with tenacity. They did it with fight. They did it with, with conscious effort. And they really appreciated that. And now, because of your reputation and how incredible it is right now, it's sterling, impeccable. It's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to use that positive reputation to take a massive leap in any direction that you want, and just say, you know what, I've worked hard, I've earned it. I really don't have the foundation that I had before. I'm not as grounded and rooted in my physical environment right now, so I can just take this leap of faith. However, your reputation will also stop you from taking that leap of faith as well. So it's almost like, well, I don't want to kind of screw up how people are viewing me by doing something so silly. I finally got to a top dog position. I don't want to kind of mess that up. However, it's a good thing. It is a good thing. Subconsciously, you're always going to pull yourself back, right? You're always going to say, well, remember that one time that I took that leap of faith and my reputation was horrible, and people kind of looked at me like, what is Capricorn doing? No. That is totally okay. You needed that situation to humble you. So as much as we like to say, well, that happened back then, so now I can't do it now. The way that the universe works, and this is something that my grandmother taught me right before she passed, she said, nothing is a coincidence. Everything that you do leads you to where you're supposed to be. Yeah, the route might be a little bit more difficult going this way instead of that way. At the end of the day, everything that you've done, your degree that you thought was bogus, everything you've done has led you to where you need to be right now, which is a sterling reputation. So you can look at that past and say, look what it did to your reputation. At the end of the day, it made you human. People were like, oh, Cap has that Cinderella story. Cap has that rags to riches story. And it's such a huge inspiration. So use that past leap of faith to inspire you to take another one that's more calculated, that's more grounded, right? That's more realistic than the last one. because you're getting a lot of downloads from the universe right now, a lot of messages from the universe. And this young air sign is one of those downloads, one of those messages from the universe. Just want to let you guys know that I am a young air sign. So maybe me just saying, take that leap of faith is that message that you need from the universe. You're here, aren't you? So this is how people are viewing you. Family man, totally a family guy right now, totally just focused on home and family and just feeling that support and just making sure that everything's okay for them. That's going to be another huge hurdle to this leap of faith, saying, is the family going to be taken care of? Because they are your obstacle and your aid as well. Your family is the reason why you want to do it, why you want to keep pushing forward and keep attaining things, but they're also the reasons why you have to be a lot more cautious, right? Especially if you have a young family. It's such a huge balance, and I'm hoping that the air sign that comes in for you guys is a Libra to kind of show you, hey, you can have a work-life balance. One thing that I'm seeing a lot on Instagram right now is, people just having the worst anxiety. Like, how are we supposed to work 40 hours, cook a healthy meal, take care of the kids, have a clean house, shower? like how are we supposed to do this? And people are like, oh yeah, because back in the days it was expected that the woman would be at home taking care of all that stuff so you can go out and achieve your goals. And that is like true Capricorn energy right there. These days it's not the case. Now everybody is working, everybody is contributing. So if you find that your family is holding you back, a lot of the times it's because they don't have their own contribution. They don't have their own passion. They don't have their own goals. So maybe all you have to do is sit them down, especially that spouse that may not be 100% on board with you taking a leap of faith. Sit them down and talk about their goals. Talk about how this is for the family. You taking this leap of faith is for everybody. It's not just for you, even though it may seem selfish because it's based on what you've accomplished and your individual reputation. But hello, we're all in this together, right? So family and friends in particular is this King of Pentacles. So this is a masculine earth sign, just like yourself. They are Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And this person is so focused on the tangible outcomes of things. So as much as you can go to them and say, I have this amazing idea, I want to take this leap of faith, but it doesn't pay anything or it's going to cost me something. They're going to be like, don't do it. Don't follow your passion. Don't do something artistic. Don't do something risky if it doesn't pay out. At the end of the day, your return on investment is being your authentic self and saying, I want to do this for me. This is fun and this brings me joy and excitement for me. That is the best return on investment. And maybe this young, or I shouldn't even say young, this authoritative earth sign, more of like a closed young mentality where they just don't understand the way that the world works these days, where it's not 9 to 5. It's, millionaires are made every day by doing YouTube videos. So they just don't get it. And you're just wasting your energy trying to explain to them your ideals and your goals because they're just not in the same headspace. So trying to seek their approval. I just heard this quote. I'm going to use it all the time. Validation is for parking. If you're trying to get this King of Pentacles approval when it comes to the leap of faith, you don't need it because your reputation precedes you. Your reputation is already so impeccable that all you have to do is own it. All you have to do is own it within yourself. And then you'll in turn show them through your confidence that you can handle anything, right? So hope and a fear is a relationship where you don't necessarily know where it's going, a relationship that kind of seems like it's at a standstill. And that is definitely contributing to this leap of faith. And it's also contributing to your reputation. This relationship, this partnership, where it's kind of at a halt, it is affecting your reputation more so than this King of Pentacles saying, don't do it. This relationship where it's not really moving forward and people are kind of being like, Cap, what are you doing? Are you moving forward with that person? Are you moving forward with that partnership? That is absolutely affecting your reputation. So you have to make a decision. And maybe that's part of the leap of faith to saying, you know what, I'm going to risk it and do my own thing. I'm going to risk it or collaborate. I'm going to bring this relationship further. Either way, you're at kind of like a standpoint, a stalemate, and it's time to just take that one step further. Just put it out there. I'm a Cap rising. I just suggested to a reader to do combined videos, and I was so nervous. And she's like, hell yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like little things like that. And you start to remember through that oh yeah, my reputation precedes me. I have a good reputation. Of course, this person's going to understand if I need to walk away from the partnership. Of course, this person's going to understand if I want to take it further because your reputation is so incredible right now. So, the outcome cap for your September 2019 is that you're going to keep getting those downloads. If I were you, which I am because I'm a Cap rising, so I'm taking my own advice, have pen and paper, like a small notepad on you at all times, because the messages that come in are going to be like they smack you right in the back of the head. And if you don't have a place to write it down or record it, you will lose it because it's truly a download. You don't own it. It's in the air for anybody to grab and say, I'm going to do something with this. And it's got to be you for sure. That is what needs to happen. So this download comes in that starts something really new, really positive. It's like it comes out of absolutely nowhere. Like I said, this opportunity is just amazing. But I have to warn you, you will get a little bit of judgment from it. But you know what? Judgment is impossible to avoid. It comes with the territory, it comes with the reputation, and it comes with the risk. People are going to judge you, but they need to see, oh, if I take risks in my life, maybe they'll work out like Capricorn, right? So, yeah, they may be judging you, but the judgment doesn't have to be good or bad. It could just be they're judging because they're curious, right? At the end of the day, maybe it's a sliding scale. Maybe the judgment is just them trying to apply it to their lives. It doesn't even matter to you because the only judgment that matters is your own, and you judging yourself as to whether or not to take this leap of faith based on insecurities or validation from other people, including this King of Pentacles, or not feeling confident in your own ideas is enough judgment to keep you really stuck, right? So use the judgment of a positive reputation. You're a friggin' Capricorn. You're here to build. You're here to achieve. Like it's in your DNA. You're born into it. So you might as well just own it. You know what I mean? Love you guys so much, and I will see you next month. And as always, if you want a personalized reading, my details are below, and I use astrology and numerology in all my readings. Love you guys so much, and I will see you next month, Cap. Bye, guys.